Any other pictures that you can think of? You're a very intelligent person, and I don't want you to discredit yourself by saying you don't know about all the pictures that are on your phone. You understand what I'm saying?
Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
This is Stephan Sterns. Detectives are questioning him about missing 13-year-old Madeline Soto and whether his school drop-off story can survive the backpack and phone evidence. The interview took place on February 28, 2024. Sterns said he had dropped Madeline near school 2 mornings earlier, but she never arrived. The important part is not a gesture or a look. It is how investigators control information. They let Sterns build a detailed version before showing him which parts can be checked. We are going back to the beginning. Listen to what he fixes in place before detectives disclose what they know.
All right. So I understand you had recently. She had a party Sunday. Is that right?
Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
So
did you come to the party?
No, I was not. I was on my way up at that point.
Okay. So the party ends. Did you pick them up from the party?
Someone must have dropped her off.
Okay.
She was there when I got there. Asked me to make sure that I was getting into the shower and did her bedtime routines, which she did. She was already on top of it, so nothing to do there.
Okay. What time do you think you got back?
What time I got in there?
Yeah.
Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30ish, something like that.
And I apologize if you've answered these questions before. It's just like I said, we're coming into the game late, so I may ask you things that you've already answered probably 3 or 4 times.
Well, I apologize as well. My memory is not super reliable on time frames. I've been medicated for the better part of a week.
Okay, that's fine. What do you take medicine for?
Anxiety mostly. I've been having some money troubles lately. Anxious over that, so.
Okay, well, hopefully your money troubles get better.
I've been medicated on Ativan since probably Saturday.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so when you got to the apartment, what happened? Like,
made some dinner, made some ramen. Do love how I make my ramen. Then we started watching Sister Act, but it was time for her to start getting ready for bed. Her mom got home basically just as we were starting Sister Act.
okay.
And that was just about bedtime.
What time is bedtime?
Usually 10:30, 11ish, something
Okay.
like that. It's a spectrum, not a set time.
Then, so who's going through the bedtime routine? Because I know she said she has somewhat of a little routine too that she does. Is it her? Are you talking about? Or
routine is taking her meds, eating some food so that she can have the proper calories for the meds. And then she's got about an hour to do whatever she needs to do because she needs to fall asleep at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
Her bedtime routine is taking her bedtime meds, brushing her hair. She should have showered that night, and then she goes to bed as well. Usually with some bombs or something on in the background. Bombs burgers.
Got it. What are the sleeping arrangements?
Typically sleeps in her mom's bed with her.
Okay. Did she sleep in her bed Sunday night?
No. I was just back. I had been away for a couple months. I wanted us all to be in the same bed together. So her mom needed to get some serious sleep. So she said no to that and suggested that the guest room upstairs had a big enough bed. So we needed some snuggle, cuddle time that would suffice and get to sleep in peace.
Okay. So you say snuggle time. What does that mean?
She does not like to be alone. She is extremely dependent. She does not like to be alone at all. She needs human presence around her. Simply.
Gotcha. She's right. She just turned.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been trying to wean her off of that, but it's been difficult.
What about her father? biological father?
He lives in Kansas or Texas right now. I think he's on his way down to help.
Gotcha. Okay.
Last I heard.
All right. So says you go up so you can spend her time, snuggle time with you to help her go to sleep. Is that right?
Just bedtime. Yeah.
Bedtime. Okay. Did you stay in the room the entire night?
Not the entire night. I'm usually up and down sometimes. So I might go grab a drink or something, or yeah, I'm up and down sometimes.
Gotcha.
Detectives have already advised Sterns of his rights and clarified his relationship with Madeline's mother. Now they move to a concrete night, the birthday gathering, who was home, bedtime, and where each person slept. The key is definition. When Sterns uses the phrase snuggle time, the detective does not argue with the label. He asks what it means in actions and location. That is clarification, not a body language test. What matters is the version now placed on the record.
All right. So night goes on, morning time comes around, and it's time for to go to school. Walk me through that a little bit.
Excuse me. Morning routine. She usually starts waking up. We set about 3 alarms. The first one goes off and we let her keep snoozing.
Do you remember what time her alarm goes off? Or what?
Not really. Maybe 7:30ish. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Alarm goes off. We let her snooze about 3 times while we start getting ourselves ready. And after the 3rd snooze, it's time for her to get up for real and start getting ready. Typically, she will have showered the night before, so she needs to brush her hair, brush her teeth, excuse me, get her book bag together, eat some breakfast if she's going to eat there, and then we eventually make our way out the door.
Okay. So walk me through, like, you leave, you take her to school in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of car do you have?
It's a Lincoln. It's actually my parents' car because my car is down south. It needs maintenance, and we're scared to drive it too much. So I'm driving a Lincoln right now. Got out early. The plan was to get some McDonald's on the way. So we got out nice and early.
Do you remember what time you left, roughly?
Not 100%.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. My memory has not been super reliable.
No, that's fine.
But it was early. Maybe 7:30, 7:45, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not certain.
That's fine.
The plan
Was she awake when you guys left?
semi-awake. I was giving her updates as we were going along. Getting ready, she's getting dressed. We're leaving now. Goodbye. But she was sleeping in, so I was just giving her little updates and poking my head in as we went. But we leave the house. We start making our way to the school. Asleep in the car for most of the time. We make our way over towards her school area. I ask her if she's still in the mood for McDonald's. She says no. She doesn't want it anymore. Okay. Continued on. It was still pretty early though, I think. And we still had some time to kill. It wasn't really time to drop her off yet. I had apparently forgotten my clicker key fob for the gate. So I ended up actually turning around at some point and going back to the community to get the clicker. I had to use my parking sticker to get in for the guy to scan. I had some errands to run afterwards, and then I wanted to have my phone. But we still had plenty of time as far as I knew. So we did that. Grabbed the clicker, left again, and that's when we drove over to her school area, and I dropped her off where I dropped her off.
Okay. Do you remember where you dropped her off?
Yeah, it was the stretch of road. I forget there's a street name. It was the stretch of road that the school is on. Make a right onto it. It goes down a little ways. There's some communities over here, and then up further there's a church, and then there's the overpass and the school on the other side of the overpass right there. I dropped her off on that stretch where the communities are.
Was she by herself when you dropped her, or was her friends there?
Yeah, she was by herself. She said she was going to go find her friends and hang out, wait for them to show up.
Okay.
It was still early.
Where did you go after that? Like, did you see her walk towards the...
I saw her making her way towards the direction of the school, but she was like kind of shuffle steps. She was meandering her way there. She was rummaging through her backpack for something. I assumed she was looking for headphones maybe. But as it turns out, she did leave her phone at home that day, so she might have actually been looking for her phone.
Gotcha, okay.
Listen to the order. Detectives ask about the wake-up time, alarms, the car, the departure estimate, the gate clicker, the route, and the drop-off location. Then they ask whether Madeline was alone and what she was carrying. Each answer creates a memory anchor. A route can be compared with cameras. Attendance can be checked. A backpack and a phone can be located. Investigators are not confronting the suspect yet. They are letting him commit to details before revealing which details they can verify.
What was she wearing when she left, or when you dropped her off?
Green hoodie, black shorts, black or blue, black shorts, white Crocs.
White Crocs? Okay. Alright, so she's walking towards the school. Do you continue straight when you leave, or do you turn around?
I turned around and went back the other way. I was watching her in my rearview mirror, and she was going the right direction, so it looked okay.
And where did you go after that?
The next stop I wanted to go to was the vape shop. It opened at 10, so I had a little while, so I just kind of meandered around and eventually made my way over there to wait for it to open. It didn't open when it was supposed to, so I left and came home, and then went back about an hour later when I was sure it would have to be open at that point. Got what I needed there, and made my way back to home again. Relaxed and hung out with her for a while. Seemed like any other morning.
When you got back home after dropping off at school, was she home at that time?
I think she was on her way home. I think that she had a blood appointment, and we were both kind of going to arrive very shortly within time with each other.
Okay. So when you got home, when both of you got home, walk me through the rest of the day.
Just hung out, chit-chatted. I mean, I don't know. It's not much to recollect.
But you stayed at home pretty much all day, or no?
Pretty much until maybe noon-ish or 1 o'clock. I had a few errands to run, but I wanted to be back in time for us to go pick up from school. So I just ran up and down 192. I ended up getting a flat at some point, which made me somewhere along 192.
192 is a big road.
It is, and honestly, it all looks the same to me. So I've been asked, do you remember what plaza you were next to, what color? And I'm like, I'm ADD as it is, and I was in a medicated fog for the better part of a week. I'm lucky I remember what color I'm wearing right now.
Do you remember what errands you were running?
Yeah, I wanted to go check out some game shops.
Where were these game shops?
There's Coliseum of Comics, there's House Rule Games nearby. A lot of the Targets and Walmarts carry the game I was looking forward to. It just had a new release on Friday, so even though I don't have much in the way of money right now, I still wanted to look and see what the situation is.
It's always nice to window shop.
It is. And I may serial consumer. So I was just driving around up and down 192, sort of just aimlessly, honestly. Just killing time till it was time to go back.
Alright, so when you got home, did you and go pick up from school?
So I got home, it was 10 minutes later than I had wanted to leave to go get just by 10 minutes. I called her and said, hey, where are you? I'm so sorry, I got a flat. She already left. She had been gone for 10 minutes. It didn't make sense for her to come back and get me. She likes to be the first in line when the kids start coming out.
Okay, then obviously wasn't at school. So what happened? Did she call you after that or what?
I was already on the phone with her while she was waiting. We were just chit-chatting. We do that. We just keep each other company even if we're not physically together, you know. And she's like, where's my kid? Not coming out. And that's when we started asking questions, you know. Did she go somewhere else? Did she know that you were going to come pick her up? Did she possibly walk to her grandma's house or her grandma's office, which has kind of been what she's been doing for the past week because her mom has started working a new schedule. So we started making all the calls. And no one had seen her yet. And so that's when we started getting a lot more concerned and panicked. She drove around a little more, looking for her, looking along the walking paths, and didn't see anything. Went to her mom's, grandma's, went to mom's office, not there, waited around, not there, went back to the school, not there. At that point, the whole family started rallying up and going to meet at the mom's office. And I think that it was around that time we might have called 911 as well.
This section expands the claimed morning after the alleged drop-off. Sterns describes where he drove, why he returned to a store, when he says he got a flat tire, and how the family reacted when Madeline was not at school. Some answers are specific. Others are framed through medication, poor memory, and aimless driving. None of that proves deception. It tells detectives where the account is weak enough to test with surveillance, calls, receipts, and location records.
Going back to bringing to school, how was she like on the car ride there?
Just calmed down, sleeping. Just sleeping along the way. She does that.
How often have you taken her to school?
Not often, honestly. This might have been my third or fourth morning school run. I'm not normally the one to do it.
And on the other occasions, has she had you drop her off in and around the same location, or how does that?
She has this image thing. I guess it's just a middle school thing. She only likes to be seen getting out of certain cars in front of the school. Her mom's is acceptable, but mine's, I guess, kind of a hoopty, and she's embarrassed by it.
A Lincoln? What does her mom drive?
A nice looking Sentra. So yeah, this is not the first time she's asked me to drop her off a little ways down so she could walk up and look cool.
So you say she was conked out on the way there. You said you took her to school, or you were on her way to school. You needed to turn around to get your clicker.
Correct.
Was she sleeping then too?
She was. Yeah.
Okay.
It had been an early morning, so I figured it'd be fine to let her sleep in the car ride.
Okay. When you got back to the apartment complex, or did you go in the front gate, or because I know there's the front entrance and then the back entrance?
When I came back after forgetting my phone.
Yeah. So which way did you leave?
I would have had to go in the front.
Okay.
And the guy scanned it. And I got in and got my fob and left. I don't remember if I left out the front or the back.
Did you stop anywhere else in?
No.
No.
At that Not that I recall, no.
Okay. Did you take any trash out from the apartment?
The night before, I think I did. I'm not sure. I took the trash out at some point, but I don't remember if it was the night before or it was the morning of. Yeah, sometimes we get trash bags piling up by the door. It stresses her mom out to see them.
Is there like a common trash place, or like is there a dumpster somewhere that people take their trash to?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that where you took the trash out?
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't remember if that was Sunday night or Monday morning?
It could have been Sunday night. I don't recall. I'm sorry, I was in the fog.
Well, okay. So, where do you think it is? You don't know?
Supposedly they got video of her walking past the church or waiting at the church for a while and then leaving.
Now detectives revisit the same route from a different angle. They ask how often Sterns drove Madeline, why he used that drop point, which gate he entered, and whether he took out trash. Notice that the trash question arrives without an accusation. Sterns first says he thinks he did, then cannot place it on Sunday night or Monday morning. That answer is preserved before investigators disclose what their cameras showed. Before we continue, I want to thank today's sponsor, Hidden Clues. If you're the kind of person who watches a case and tries to solve it before the truth is revealed, this game is made for you. Hidden Clues is a detective mystery game where you investigate fictional cases, search detailed crime scenes, collect evidence, and rebuild the timeline piece by piece. But it's not just a random hidden object game. Every clue has a purpose, a receipt, a phone timestamp, a key card log, a voicemail note, one small detail that can break an alibi. As you play, you compare suspect statements against the evidence, decide what actually matters, and try to prove what happened before making your final deduction. The first case is free, so you can try it without paying. Download Hidden Clues using the link in the description and see if you can solve the case. Thanks again to Hidden Clues for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to the case.
How's your relationship with her?
Great. I'm one of her favorite people in the world. Even though she's not my flesh and blood, you know, I've always loved her as if she was my own. I've raised her as best I could. Co-parenting, I guess you would call it. I've known her for half her life.
Gotcha. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 37. About to be 38.
You seem like a genuinely nice person.
I try to be.
Talks very highly of you. So the morning that you took to school, when you came back to get your clicker, what was saying in the car?
She wasn't saying anything. She was just asleep. She was just reclined in the chair, sleeping.
Okay, explain to me, like reclining backwards?
Just laying back in the chair. Just like that, I guess.
Okay. All right. Stephan here. I'm too old to lie to people. Too old to beat around the bush. And we seem like we're having a generally good conversation right now. Okay. The only thing that I ask for from you is, and I will reciprocate, I want you to be honest with me as much as I'm being honest with you. Okay. there's cameras in all over the place, as you can imagine. Nowadays, cameras are everywhere. Okay. So we see you coming in and out of at the guard shack with in the car. Okay. We see you go by the dumpster. Okay.
I may have taken some trash with me then.
What was in the trash?
House trash.
House trash?
Yeah. So it must have been that morning then. We'll toss trash bags on the back seat, and wherever we're going on our way out, we'll drop that on the way. I think I may have mentioned to her mom that I took the trash out for her. I'll have to double check.
Okay. Was everything in trash bags?
I'm sorry?
Was everything in trash bags, or was there any items that were just tossed along with the bag?
I think it would have been in trash bags, or maybe some boxes too.
Okay.
Some birthday stuff, leftovers. I can't remember exactly what.
Okay. When you dropped off for school, did she have her backpack with her?
Yes.
She did. Did she have her school computer with her?
Yes. Presumably, yes.
Presumably. Okay.
She should have.
Once again, this goes back with the whole honesty thing. There was things in that trash bag that got thrown away that probably shouldn't have been thrown away. Okay.
What?
We'll get that in a minute. But right now, our main focus is on finding where is. That is our number one focus right now.
The room has shifted. The detective says cameras are everywhere, confirms Sterns passed the dumpster, then asks what was thrown away. After Sterns describes household trash and birthday debris, the detective isolates two checkable items, Madeline's backpack and school computer. Sterns says she had them at the claimed drop-off. Investigators now have his answer before telling him what they recovered.
Have any idea where she may be?
No.
None whatsoever?
No.
Okay. Alright. Do you know she treated you kind of like her father figure?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And sounds like she almost kind of wanted you to be her dad. And from what it sounds like, you were playing that figure, and something may have happened. Do you think anything happened?
So I don't think what could have happened.
Okay. Alright. Do you know anybody that lives in St. Cloud? Do you know where St. Cloud is?
St. Cloud, that's north or south? Or?
East. East of Kissimmee.
I've been out there too much. Yeah, I'm familiar with St. Cloud.
Okay, whereabouts in St. Cloud? Like, do you know friends out there, or?
I don't have any friends really. I've driven out there a few times before. Mostly just when I'm meandering up and down 192.
Were you out there this week?
Yeah, I was out there sometime this week. Sometimes I just drive and meander around and explore, and drive till I don't know where I am, and drive till I know where I am again, and I don't know, just driving it's peaceful sometimes.
Alright.
If I got time to kill, I'll just drive around.
you're saying when you dropped her off, she had her backpack. Presumably her school computer was in her backpack. And you described her wearing green jacket, some kind of dark colored shorts, and white Crocs. Okay. Well, I can confidently tell you she did not go to school with her backpack.
How's that?
Because we found it in the trash. So, Stephan, here's what I'm asking you and pleading with you is to dig down and do some soul searching. Okay? You understand? Family's pleading with you. I'm pleading with you because this is a girl that we need to find. And it's, as more time goes by, it's tough. I have kids, he's got kids, and this little girl's out there somewhere that we need to know where. And I really, really, really think you can help us. Okay. I mean, you want to get something off your chest. I don't know what it is, but I'm pleading with you.
I don't know where she is. I don't.
What happened with
I dropped her off.
Where?
I dropped her off on the road to school. That was the last I saw her.
Okay.
This is a staged disclosure. First, the detective invites help. Then he asks about St. Cloud and lets Sterns describe driving there. Only afterward does he return to the backpack and state that it was found in the trash. The emotional appeal is not the main point. One physical item now collides directly with the school drop-off version. He repeats that he left Madeline near school.
Sometime throughout the night on Sunday, did you guys have any interaction, conversations?
What, like fight?
No, I'm not saying fight. I'm just... Did you guys sit up and talk, or...?
We talked while I was making ramen. She was excited about her choir performance coming up. She was singing a little bit. I told her it was pretty. It reminded me of Sister Act. That's why I wanted to show her that movie. Just talking about a crush she had on the boy.
How'd that make you feel?
Fine. She knows she's not old enough to date, but you know, I told her crush on. Get your crush. That's healthy.
Do you think, has she had any boyfriends in the past?
Not per se, you know, like boyfriends as however they can be early on, but we decided that she was too young, needed to avoid that BS.
All right, being that she's too young, so she shouldn't be having sex with boys. You're saying?
She's all the drama in middle school and all that stuff. None of it counts. None of it's real. I just told her she'd be better off waiting until high school.
Has she ever talked to you about boys?
A little bit sometimes. A little bit.
Has she ever, because I had the same thing, has she ever disclosed to you about being sexually active with boys?
No.
Do you know if she's ever been sexually active with anybody in the past?
Not that I'm aware of. I heard there was some sort of incident when she was much younger where she did something with a phone or a camera but got scolded for it. She was very young. She didn't know. She got scolded for it though. I wasn't around then. But it's vague. It's just remembering what someone said offhand.
All right. What happened to your hand?
Flat tire.
Oof.
I haven't changed a flat tire in about 10 years, so I made a rookie mistake and had my thumb too close to where the jack and the frame meet, and it slipped, and the frame came down on my thumb and pinned it between the jack, or which I feel like I got off surprisingly light with that.
Ouch.
I yanked it free. You're not supposed to do that. It looks okay. It's got the worst of it. Some bruising under the nail.
What about the other scratches?
Courtesy of a janky tire iron and the road.
Did you bleed at all?
Yeah, this one had some blood and this one had some blood, but not much. It clotted fast.
Do you know what popped your tire at all?
I have no idea. Tire just started going floppy and then
Pretty worn out or
way
something?
floppier and then just completely freaking separated. Thank God we had a spare and a jack. Janky as it was.
So typically when changing a tire and stuff, you tend to get brake dust and dirty and all that.
Yeah, I'm
Did you happen to...
positive that I breathed in some freaking brake dust or tire dust or something because I was coughing the rest of the afternoon.
What'd you end up doing to clean up or stop the bleeding and stuff?
Nothing, actually. Just
You
went
didn't get
home
too dirty?
and washed my hands and that was it.
Did your clothes get all messed up at all, or...
Not bad, surprisingly.
What were you wearing, by chance?
This. So I think I'm still wearing this. I'm still wearing the same clothes.
Oh, so you kept pretty clean.
Try to, I guess.
You weren't wearing a red shirt?
I was wearing a red shirt early in the morning. But I changed clothes later because that shirt had been a couple days old at that point. And the flat tire happened after that.
Did the flat tire happen before or after you dropped off to school?
After.
After?
It was sometime afternoon between noon and like 2:30. I don't know how long it took me to fix it.
And you changed your shirt before or after going back to get the gate clicker?
I don't recall. Maybe after. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm medicated. I've been medicated all week. My memory is just not as reliable as I would like it to be right now.
After the backpack reveal, investigators do not stay on one contradiction. They probe relationship boundaries, a prior incident Sterns says he heard about, injuries, the flat tire, blood, clothing, and when his shirt changed. The movement can sound scattered, but each question targets something observable or recoverable. Detectives are building comparison points for records, photographs, the vehicle, and physical evidence. A changing level of detail is not proof on its own. It is a reason to verify.
Did you walk to the car on her own when you took her to school?
Yes.
What are you thinking about?
Sorry, I'm spacing out here. Long day, no sleep.
Who else has access to your car? Are you the only one that drives it?
My parents have access.
But here in Kissimmee?
Here in Kissimmee, I'm pretty much the only one with access to it.
So safe to say you'd be the only male driving that Lincoln?
Presumably, yes.
I want to get back a little bit to your relationship with you saying she's not allowed to have boyfriends or anything like that.
She can have crushes. She likes them. That's fine.
Alright, have you and her ever exchanged, do you guys exchange text messages? How do you guys communicate?
FaceTime. She'll FaceTime me at night when I'm not around before bedtime to say goodnight. Talk to her and her mom. And sometimes we don't even talk about anything. We'll just sit there doing our own thing and just with each other's faces on the phone. Just spending time,
What happened? So the deputies made a comment. So what happened to your phone?
I have no idea what happened to my phone. pushing off doing this update for a while, and ended up trying to do it. I don't know, my head being in the state it was, I wasn't paying attention. I ended up somehow doing some sort of option that updated the OS, but it ended up like wiping my phone at the same time. Even just now, the phone that my dad gave me and set up for me, I literally just pulled it out of my pocket and the sucker was reinitializing again. So I don't know if it's just me and technology right now, or I'm just not paying attention, or...
Did that happen once to your phone, or how many times do you think you updated your phone?
I think I tried to update it twice, and I don't know what happened.
Okay, and from what I understand, that you gave the deputies consent to look through your phone.
Yeah.
You did, okay. And you voluntarily gave it to them so they could bring it here to do the extraction and stuff like that. Okay. What do you think was on the phone?
Text messages. Emails. Old stuff.
Pictures?
Oh yeah.
What kind of pictures were on there?
Training card pictures, lightsaber pictures, Disney pictures.
The narrowing is now obvious. Who could drive the Lincoln? How did he communicate with Madeline? What happened to his phone? He says an operating system update wiped it. The detective does not debate that explanation. He confirms that Sterns consented to an extraction, asks what should be on the device, and has him list ordinary photographs. That list matters because the next disclosure can be measured against what he chose to mention.
Do you have a Google account?
Yeah.
Do you save pictures to your Google account?
Sometimes.
Or is it automatically? I know sometimes phones sync to a cloud and...
Yeah, I think it backs up to Google.
And then sometimes when you reset your phone and your phone updates and puts these apps back on your phone, sometimes they will put the images back on your phone.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you have any pictures on your phone?
Oh, I assume so.
Do you have any pictures of you on your phone?
Probably. I mean, we went to Disney, took selfies on the train. She got back from Puerto Rico and had her hair braided. We got pictures of that. All sorts of pictures. Family events. I'm not as much of a shutterbug as her mom, but I'll take them every once in a while.
Any other pictures that you think of? Here's where I'm going to be brutally honest with you. There's pictures of you on your phone. And I'm pretty sure you know what some of those pictures are about. You're a very intelligent person. And I don't want you to discredit yourself by saying you don't know about all the pictures that are on your phone. You understand what I'm saying? So do you want to add to the list of pictures?
I don't know. Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
That is the opening moment, now in context. The detective walks through cloud syncing and restored images, asks for more examples, and then says there are pictures Sterns should recognize. Sterns asks whether he should be talking with a lawyer. That request is a constitutional right. It is not evidence of guilt. What matters procedurally is what happens next. The detective cannot advise him. Sterns says he wants counsel, and substantive questioning must stop.
I can't answer that question. My sole purpose right now is to see if I can find where it is. And I'm really hoping you can help me.
Okay. Well, I'd like to try to help, but I feel like I should probably have a lawyer present at this point.
So you want an attorney?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That can happen. I want to let you know you're not free to leave. You're being detained, okay? Do you want to know what you're being detained for?
Yeah.
Capital sexual battery and possession of child pornography. Okay. So we're going to step out. If you need anything, please tap on this door, okay? And there's going to be detectives outside that will be able to assist you.
Okay.
At the time of this interview, Madeline was still missing. Her body was recovered 2 days later near St. Cloud. A grand jury indicted Sterns for first-degree murder in April 2024. In July 2025, he pleaded no contest to murder and guilty to 20 abuse counts. The court imposed 21 concurrent life sentences, including life without parole for murder. The state attorney said he waived all appeal rights. In September 2025, the court designated him a sexual predator. This recording is one part of that record. It does not show a confession to the killing. What it shows is a move from an untested school drop-off account to evidence that narrows what Sterns can explain. It also shows the interview stopping once he requests counsel.